Listen carefully. Right now, as you're watching this, your attention is under attack. Not tomorrow, not next week. Right now, your phone, your apps, your notifications, your endless scrolling, they are not tools anymore. They are chains. And you're the prisoner. But here's the dangerous part. This prison has no walls, no bars, no guards. It's invisible. And that's what makes it deadly, because when you can't see the chains, you don't fight them. You accept them. You live your entire life scrolling, clicking, consuming, and you don't even realize that somebody else is pulling your strings. Think about it. How many hours have you lost this week? How many times did you pick up your phone just for a second, and before you knew it, 30 minutes, an hour, maybe even 2 were gone? And for what? For a dopamine hit, for likes that don't matter, for videos you don't even remember the next day. Let me say it straight. You are not distracted. You are being hijacked. Tech companies, billion-dollar corporations, teams of psychologists, they are studying your brain, designing every color, every vibration, every notification sound to keep you hooked like a lab rat pressing a lever, and you think you're free, you think you're in control. You're not. Here's the ugly truth. You are not the customer. You are the product. Your time, your attention, your focus, that's what they sell. They don't care about your dreams, your goals, your relationships. They care about keeping you glued to the screen long enough to sell your data, sell your eyeballs, sell your future. And the cost, it's not just wasted time, it's your life. Your potential, your relationships, your creativity. You wonder why you feel anxious, why you feel depressed, why you feel like no matter how much you do, it's never enough. It's because your brain has been rewired to crave noise, to fear silence, to avoid the hard work of building something real. I want you to imagine this. You're 80 years old, sitting in a chair, looking back at your life, and instead of memories, instead of stories, instead of moments that mattered, you see a blur of screens, a timeline of meaningless scrolling. That's the future if you don't wake up. This is not a game. This is war. And the enemy is not out there with guns and bombs. The enemy is in your pocket, buzzing every 5 minutes, stealing your life in slices so small you don't even notice until it's too late. And unless you decide today, right now, to fight back, you will remain in that invisible prison until your time runs out. Let me make it plain. Every dream, every goal, every vision you've ever had requires one thing: focus. And focus is exactly what they've stolen from you. You want to start a business? You need hours of deep work. You want to write a book? You need silence and concentration. You want real love, real connection. You need presence. But how can you build anything real when your mind is fractured into 1,000 pieces, jumping from one notification to the next like a dog chasing cars? That's why most people never make it. It's not because they're not smart. It's not because they don't have ideas. It's because they're too distracted to execute. They can't sit for 1 hour without reaching for the phone. They can't go one day without checking likes. And let me tell you something. The world does not reward the distracted. The world rewards the focused. History remembers the ones who locked in, who blocked out the noise, who gave everything to their vision. Steve Jobs didn't change the world by scrolling. Martin Luther King didn't shake nations by checking notifications. Elon Musk didn't build rockets by binging TikTok. Do you see the pattern? Every person who ever created something great had one superpower: the ability to focus when everybody else was distracted. And here's the crazy part. You have the same 24 hours they had. You have the same brain, the same energy. The only difference, they took control of their attention. They fought for their focus. They built discipline like their life depended on it, because it did. Now listen closely. Distraction has a cost, and it's not small. Every hour you waste is an hour you never get back. Every day you give away to scrolling is a day you can't invest in your future. Every year you stay trapped in the cycle is a year you could have been building your dream. And one day regret will come knocking, and regret is heavier than any failure. But there's hope, because the same way distraction kills, focus heals. When you take back control of your mind, when you learn to say no to the noise and yes to your vision, you become unstoppable. You stop being a product and start being a creator. You stop being a slave and start being free. Do you want to know the real flex in 2025? It's not cars, it's not clothes, it's not clout. The real flex is focus. The real flex is freedom. The real flex is being so locked in on your mission that no algorithm, no notification, no distraction can pull you off track. So the question is simple. Are you going to keep feeding the machine, or are you going to starve it and finally feed your dreams? If you've listened this far, I know something about you. You're tired of the chains, tired of wasting your time, tired of being a prisoner to technology. You want your life back. You want your power back. You want you back. So here's how you start. Step 1, turn off the noise, disable notifications, delete the apps that don't serve you. Every buzz is a chain, break it. Step 2, rebuild your focus, practice sitting in silence, read books, journal, meditate, train your brain to love stillness again, because in silence, ideas are born. In silence, greatness grows. Step 3, protect your time like your life depends on it, because it does. Block out hours for deep work. Guard your mornings. Guard your nights. Don't give your best energy to a screen that doesn't care about you. Step 4, create instead of consume. Write, build, make, share. The world doesn't need another consumer. The world needs your contribution. And step 5, choose freedom every single day, because this isn't a one-time decision. Every scroll is a choice. Every click is a choice. Every moment is a choice between distraction and destiny. You already have the power. You just have to use it. You don't need to wait for the perfect time. You don't need permission. You don't need approval. The only thing you need is the courage to take the first step. And when you do, when you cut the chains, when you reclaim your focus, when you stop feeding the machine and start feeding your vision, you won't just change your life. You'll change your legacy. Because make no mistake, the world is designed to distract you, but you were designed for greatness. And the moment you decide to live with focus, you rise above the noise. So I'll leave you with this. Will you keep scrolling, keep wasting, keep dying a little every day? Or will you rise, reclaim your attention, and finally live? The choice is yours. If this hits you, don't just nod and move on. Take action, subscribe, share this with someone who's drowning in distraction. And most importantly, and today, not tomorrow, reclaim your focus, because this is your life, your time, your legacy. Don't give it away.